forbidden land had finally played its hand. It did not want a king. It wanted a furnace. Akka had become the Dominator Ex Primus Solus, the first and last son of the Abyss. A star that burns not to give life, but to turn the world into a cinder. To touch the Solus was to be unmade. Every strike from the creature was a star dying, a supernova. Ease, the king lion, was being pushed to the edge of the abyss by a brother who had become a furnace. For the first time since his rebirth, the king lion felt the chilling grip of insignificance. His golden radiance, once so absolute, was being swallowed by a deeper, more violent orange. He was a candle trying to push back a wildfire. The great circle did not break when the spire fell. It merely waited. From the dawn of the first hunt to the twilight of the last king, the ancestors converged. They brought with them the courage of 1,000 sunrises and the wisdom of the eternal stars. They poured their essence into the hollowed shell of their last living son. The flesh had reached its limit, so the spirit took the throne. The prayers of Afaroka acted as a forge, and the blessing of the ancestors acted as the hammer. Easy's heartbeat synced with the pulse of the world itself. He was no longer a creature of bone and blood. He was becoming a vessel for the very concept of the sun. With the strength of his father in his wings, and the prayers of his people in his breath, the king lion turned toward the inferno. He did not fly to destroy a monster. He flew to bring his brother home. The fire was a lie. The power was a prison. Deep within the god monster, the brother still lived. A tiny spark drowning in a sea of stolen shadows. Ease did not reach out with a claw to kill. He reached out with a spirit to save. The light did not destroy the Dominator. It remembered him. It reminded the ash that it was once a leaf. It reminded the monster that he was once a brother. The sun had risen, and for the first time in an age, the shadow did not flee. It simply rested. The throne was reclaimed. The land was healed. But the greatest victory was not the crown. It was the return of the lost. The great circle had turned. The king was on his throne, and the usurper was in the nursery of his own soul. The night was no longer a threat. It was just a time for rest.